Whitney from the Holiday Homestead. Well, Whitney and Jared from the Holiday Homestead. And Porter. Yay. And so it has been forever. Hi, and this is Dallin. Hi.
Hi.
It's been forever since we made an update video. But we have a big update. Huge update. So I'll just show you rather than trying to explain it. Ta-da! We have a Tyvek house.
I hold the phone.
So we have been working so hard these past few weeks. That's why we haven't even put up a video or anything, because we've been just working non-stop every day. And it's been wonderful. It's been hard a little bit because it's been raining so much, but today is the first day that it's, no, not the first day, the second day that it's been amazing, like amazingly sunny. It's like 80 degrees in the sun. It's beautiful. It's a little hot because I'm used to like 65 or 70 and overcast. So this is like burning my skin, but I appreciate it, and I am grateful for the good weather. So, so we have definitely come a long way. We have the makings of an actual house. So crazy, but we have so the entryway is what has the rafters on it. That's my big giant window. I don't know if in the last video if we had the windows up, but all the windows in the downstairs are in. The entire house on the lower level is wrapped in Tyvek and ready to have siding and all that stuff. And so the interior is also all framed and done. We haven't done the interior walls yet because they're not load bearing, so we're not going to worry about it until you know, we decide on the floor plan and all that stuff. Right now we are just working on just a shell. We just want 4 walls and a roof, and after that we can go through and start really kind of picking out, you know, how many feet for this pantry and how big we want the boys' room and all that stuff. Obviously we have rough ideas of everything, where everything's going to go. We know the kids' rooms are going to be upstairs, and Evelyn's room is going to be directly above ours, and the boys are going to be above the kitchen, pantry, and bathroom because they get up super early and they are super loud. And I said, hey babe, I don't want the boys' room above our room. And Evelyn, my sweet angel Evelyn, is like me, and she will sleep in all day if you let her. And that is a blessing when the person is directly above you. So, so we're kind of playing around with the floor plan, but you know, it doesn't really matter to me. Ultimately, it's a house, and that's what we want. So we are wrapping up this project. Basically, all that's left now is the roof structures and the second floor north and south walls. So we're doing the rafters first. On top of the center supports, we have a load-bearing wall up top there. Because of the pitch of our roof and because of the size of the rafters we're using, it's not really necessary to have center supports upstairs. But we decided, you know what, this is a lot of snow that we're going to have on this roof, and there's a lot of weight on it. So let's just over-engineer it if we can. And also it kind of works with the floor plan anyway, and it's all fine. So we decided more is better than risking less as far as support goes. So we put the center beam, or the center beam is going to go on top of those, and then rafters all this way, and then we'll do the north and south walls and like frame them up. They're not going to be really load bearing because the roof comes on the east-west walls, but they'll still be, you know, of course, structural, so we have to figure those out. But the subfloor is in. We're done buying OSB, which is great, and we're just finishing up stuff now. So anyway, I'll show you a few of the things that we're working on to finish the house. We've got some posts for the front deck and stairs. And I'm working on the chicken coop today as well, trying to get my girls with a little bit more sunlight, because right now Jared's kind of working where like he works and he has to think, and then he works and he has to like draw out and think, and so it's hard to work with 2 people when you kind of have that, you know, kind of stop and go pace. So I just kind of let him do his thing for a little bit, and then when it's just like putting up rafters or something or just hammering stuff in, I'm all about it. And plus I have a lot of projects that have been neglected as far as the chickens in the garden and everything else. But anyway, so here's a look. All right, so we're gonna cut this post. This is a spruce post that we got from our property probably, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. I had the boys kind of peel off a lot of the bark on it, and so it's just about ready. I mean, there's still a lot of odds and ends on it that we need to take care of, but we're getting the rest of the roof up today, so it's important that we at the very least have this ready to put up, and then we can finish, you know, getting all the rest of the bark off and putting a nice sealant on it once it's in place. But yeah, today is a big day for the roof. All right, so here we go. So, so come on this side. So I've got my block kind of drawn out here. It's about 6 inches, about 4 inches on this side, about 3 here, and then 6 inches deep. And that's about as far as we want to go with this post. And hopefully that'll be a big enough block to give us a good stability. So I'm going to square it off first, and then I'm going to actually like shear off and make this as level as possible. But I'm going to get the level to do that. Anyway, so here we go. Cool. Yay! Something that I haven't really explained to you guys is that I am kind of new to power tools. So for a long time I didn't use power tools hardly at all because I just didn't like them. They're just loud and I don't know, I just didn't like them. Anyway, so recently, like in the past basically the past year, I've really come to appreciate power tools, especially chainsaws. And then another thing, it's interesting, I use my chainsaw for just about everything for cutting wood, and I'll show you what I mean. So this is a cut that I made with my chainsaw, and what we're doing is we are, I guess, opening up the chicken coop. The chickens have been in this shed for, oh gosh, I don't know, like 3 weeks or more, and it's time to give them more room. They're too crowded. So, so what I'm doing, I've got their old run here that I flipped over, and so there's an area for them to run around in here, and then also I've got some fencing up. But right now what we're going to do is cut the hole for the door. And so I've made a lot of chicken coops over the years, and what I've figured out is simple and like don't even worry about the mess, because they're going to make it a mess no matter what you do. So, and there's no point in making like a really pretty chicken coop because they're just gonna poop all over it anyway. So what I do is I make my first cut for the door, and then I put my hinge on. And then I cut the other spots for my door, and that way when I open it, the door is already perfectly placed with the hinge where it should be, and the door and the frame line up. So I will do that.
So what?
Donnie, I'm making a video right now. Just hang on a second. All right. Yeah, just hang on. Okie dokie. And so the cool part about this is that you don't have to line up the hinge with the door and the frame because it's already one piece still. And of course you want to position your hinge in that line there. And I got my trusty bucket of random screws that we salvaged from our old house. Between the house and the barn, we probably had 50, 60 pounds of screws. And we're like, we're not leaving that. All right. Okay.
Don't chew it back at me, please.
I'm going to use the longer ones for the side here because there's a 2x4 behind this piece. And that'll give the door a lot of strength. And then I just put a couple of screws in the door itself. All right. So then I'm going to cut across. I don't know if you can see the line I've already made, but there's a little penciled line across here, down here, and back over here. And the door is not going to be flush with the ground or with the bottom here because there is a 2x4 running, it's laying flat and it runs along the bottom here on the inside. So the door is going to be just above that 2x4. Alrighty. So let's fire it up. I did. Here it goes. Oh no. Hang on.
Works.
Ta-da! A door. All right, and then so now what I'm going to do is this is a very sophisticated locking mechanism that I have for the door. It's literally just a lock with a screw across it. It twists down, it twists up. That's literally as sophisticated as it gets. Sometimes I'll put another screw down here so that it switch up, and then when it drops down, it doesn't slide anywhere. So that's kind of fancy too. Let's see here. If I can find a long enough screw, I'll show y'all what I mean. That should work. Oh, chickens are already curious. These little girls have been stuck in here without a decent place to run around. I'm gonna have to loosen that. Ow! Ooh! Yeah, our chickens bite. Ow! Gosh! It's partly our fault because we feed them a lot of meat. So, like any flesh they see, they assume is dinner. And it's good and bad because it means you can feed them just about anything for scraps. But at the same time, they will eat you. And that's just how that is. Yeah. They certainly will if you give them half a chance. Ow. Golly. Ugh. Ow. Oh, they're biting.
There, your finger up.
There we go. So now it lifts all the way up. Door opens. All the way down. And they won't get out. I'll probably go back also when they come outside. I'll go inside and put a little piece of wood as a corner across the inside so that the door doesn't flop in. Ow, gosh. Oh, anyway, all right, guys. So I hope that was fun. I'm gonna go get a Band-Aid and yeah, and finish this up.
Are you bleeding?
Okay, guys. So this is all extremely temporary. So let's see how this works. We got a little jankified fencing here to make a little round. Oh, and they busted open the door. Right on, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a couple of roosters in there. All right, here they come.
I like them.
Yes, they would like you too. You're delicious.
I'm delicious. I'm going to put a sticky thing inside there.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. And then they will die.
They're figuring it out. Cool. And hopefully they'll make it through the wire door and be into the other run pretty soon. Hi, ladies.
Hi, ladies. Hi, boys.
So here it is, the finished product. They look happier, a lot happier. And we decided to put some branches across the top because we do have some pretty serious bald eagles that hang out around here. And they apparently like chicken quite a bit. So we decided just to throw some branches on top to give them a little bit of coverage. Plus, if they see anything, they can always run back into their shed coop there. And they've got this little covered area over here that is 100% secure. They can run around in there and not worry about anything dive bombing them. But yeah, they look happy, so much happier. Right, Porter?
Yeah, for sure.
So that is everything that we got done today. We worked with the chickens, we worked on the house, of course, and actually I don't know if in the video I showed, but we got these posts up, sort of, yes, like mostly. They're there and they're up. We made the blocks, we spread off the ends, and we made these little foot for them, or foots? I don't know. I don't speak English apparently. Anyway, and so they're up, and there's going to be stairs. We're going to do a big set of stairs down the middle here, but that'll be later. Right now we're trying to get everything up, and so we've got the supports there, and then tomorrow we're going to be doing rafters all through here, and that's that. And then if the light is good enough, we can show you guys the inside of the house. Hopefully, yeah. Well, anyway, so we've got all of our stuff that we're ready to start putting in as soon as we get the upstairs finished. There's the upstairs windows, a couple of those, medicine cabinets, so just extra stuff that we've picked up. There's lots of tile. that we're working with for the entry and the bathroom. So just lots of materials here, and it's all just kind of waiting to be put in. We're just working little bit by little bit. And then the stairs, I'll show you.
My stairs. I'm messed up.
Yeah, he's going to redo the stairs. He's not happy with them. But they are functional. They work for now. And so this is the upstairs. Ta-da! It's so exciting. I have a very powerful fear of heights. So I don't go up there unless, you know, I usually just like crawl up kind of and sit on my butt and then go to the center of the room and then I can be up there. But anyway, so yeah, so it is happening up here. Those are the center roof support thingies, and there's like brackets up top that are going to hold a big center beam that we have to get up, and it's going to be interesting. We have some help coming tomorrow in the form of young, healthy backs who are going to lift this and help us with it, because it's going to be really heavy. But anyway, we'll get it done. It'll be great. And yeah, but anyway, so that's the east and west walls already up, rafters over the entryway, and lots and lots of bracing. And once the rafters are up, then we can take the bracing down, and it'll all make sense at that point. Right now, it just looks like a lot of Chris's and crosses. So anyway, so that's us.
You show them the little.
And you're brushing your teeth and getting ready for bed. Yeah.
It's 10:20 at night.
It's 10:20 at night. Don't judge us. Anyway, so that's basically it.
Windows are gonna be under the roof, but getting night.
I'm not going up there. I will show it from here.
Oh, well.
I will reach.
Okay.
Here you
Next
go.
time down here.
Okay. Yes, there are windows that are going to go in those spots over there. Okay.
So, we were trying to figure out how to get natural light in the upstairs and yet still have, well, so I did half walls, 4-foot walls on top, just trying to save money on materials and not make the house too crazy tall. Still want a steep slope on the roof though for the snow to slide off, but we need natural light up there. So what I ended up doing was we ordered, they haven't come yet, hopefully they come, but I ordered 2 windows that'll actually fit in those 2 spots there. But to keep the roof slope steep, the roof's going to be above those windows, but so the roof over the deck's actually going to be clear, the polycarbonate plastic stuff, to allow natural light through, but still have the steep slope on the roof. So that was kind of, hopefully it works out. It seems kind of cool to me, but we'll see.
Yay! And we'll just keep letting you guys know how it goes as we move forward. We're hoping to have the roof on by like end of this week, early next week sometime. We're hoping, if the weather holds out. So far, the weather has been really great the past couple of days, and I tell you, one day, well,
Just today.
No, yesterday was good.
It was still wet and kind of rainy a little bit, but anyway,
Okay,
it
but
wasn't
it wasn't
terrible
pouring.
yesterday.
It wasn't pouring. That's my thing. Okay, so it's supposed to be nice the rest of the week, and we will keep our fingers crossed and say a few prayers that it does stay nice, because I mean, I tell you, we get so much done in one nice day, more than we get done in a whole week of rain. So crazy. Anyway, we'll keep you posted, guys. Bye.